Thank you for registering to volunteer as a COVID community hero. Now, more than ever, the most vulnerable people in our community are relying on the support of volunteers like you to help them through difficult times. As the vaccine for COVID-19 is rolled out over the next few months, we are seeking non-clinical support from you to provide guidance for people on site as they await their vaccination. This short introductory video has been put together to let you know what to expect as part of your volunteering. You can expect to find out what the role will involve, what to expect from us now that you've registered, and how to volunteer safely. Who would have thought this time last year that we would be staying at home and working from home as much as possible, clapping for our health service, carers and key workers, and wearing face masks to the shops. 2020 has been a very strange year and difficult for everyone. But there have been some positives we can learn from this year. Firstly, the overwhelming response we had from local volunteers, with just over 600 people signing up this summer to our volunteering portal. Secondly, the fantastic response of the voluntary sector, including local community groups and charities, who all pulled together to help the most vulnerable people in our communities. Now we'll look at what this role involves. It is mainly to provide non-clinical support on site, such as guidance on site to entry points for vaccinations and exits. This includes guiding vehicles or pedestrians on site, and maybe even providing guidance for car parking. The role also involves ensuring that people maintain social distancing whilst queuing for vaccinations, and maybe supporting staff with light administrative duties and any other local support that they require at the time. This role does not involve providing clinical support on site. At no point will you be responsible for administering vaccines or any other medical treatment or support to people on site. Qualified health and care staff will be on site to deal with any medical queries and procedures. Whilst you may remind people to socially distance, you will not be responsible for enforcing this. Security staff will be on site should issues arise, and at no point should you put your own safety at risk if members of the public fail to comply with government guidelines. This volunteering role will also not be expected to adhere to shift patterns. In other words, whatever time you can offer, whenever you can offer support, is up to you. What we do ask for is that you liaise with your supervisor about the time you can volunteer, which dates, and for how long in advance of your volunteering with them, so that they can be sure to have appropriate levels of support on site at the right times. Now that you've registered, what can you expect? Firstly, a member of our team will contact you by your preferred method, i.e. by phone or email, to let you know when a local volunteering opportunity arises to ask if you're interested. If you're then happy for us to, we will share your details with the organisation you'll be volunteering with, who will then contact you about where and when you would like to start volunteering. You may also receive information from the organisation about a main contact or named supervisor so that you can report in to someone when volunteering. You may also be given a brief induction of what you'll be expected to do during your role and information about the site, such as guide to the site itself and any on-site facilities, such as toilets, hand sanitising stations and fire exits. You may also be given personal protection equipment or PPE and any other equipment such as identification badges, high visibility vests or communication devices to assist you on site. Again, if you have any concerns about PPE or equipment, you should consult with your main contact or supervisor. We will endeavour to contact you as soon as possible when a volunteer role becomes available. At One Walsall, we are in regular contact with health and care partners and will do our best to allocate you with an opportunity as soon as it becomes available. We anticipate that the vaccine rollout may take some time over the next few months, depending on advice from central government. We would therefore like to thank you for your patience whilst we try and allocate you an appropriate role as soon as possible, and we will do our best to get back to you as soon as we receive requests for volunteers from our partners. We are all now very familiar with this message. Your own safety whilst volunteering is paramount, so please take time to remind yourself about the following. Hands, face, space. Please ensure that during your role, you wash your hands as frequently as possible with soap and water, or alternatively use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Please cover your face, if you are able to, during your role. If you are unable to cover your face due to medical reasons, please inform your supervisor. Also make space. Please ensure that you maintain a space distance of 2 metres whilst you're on site if possible. Again, if you have any concerns about adhering to socially distancing guidelines, please consult your supervisor. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact our staff at the One Walsall Volunteer Centre. The direct mobile line for our centre is 074 86 879 853, or you can email us at volunteering@onewalsall.org. Thank you again for volunteering with us. We hope to speak to you soon.